Hello everyone, I am Olivia Page with oraclebyolivia.com and Oracle by Olivia on Facebook, Instagram, and Patreon. So this is your weekly spirit guidance reading, the pickapile, and this is for the week of June 28th, 2021. And so you can pick however many piles of cards that you want to, and that's okay. And I would absolutely love it to hear any of your comments below of anything that resonated for you, or maybe you, after the week's end, you have some reflections that you'd like to share with me. I would love to hear those. Also, I would love it if you liked my page and subscribed to my channel or liked this video. Of course, only if you did. And if you hit the little bell, then you can get notified of whenever I put out a new video. And I've been trying to keep up with daily videos, so you can watch those. They're short little videos of just a daily card pull. All right. Okay. So let's get started with group 1. All right, so, and if you saw at the beginning of the video, the picture, like, I used a different deck for the first 3 cards of each pile of cards. So that's how I did the placeholder card, was to make the top cards different. The first 3 cards different for each pile of cards, okay? All right, now let's get started with group 1. All right, so the first card, lifting the veil, questioning everything. Anything unaligned must go. Okay, so we had the summer solstice this month. There was an eclipse, Mercury retrograde, which is now gone direct, but we're still in the shadow phase. And so the veil is being lifted. Things are being revealed about who you are inside, deep inside your heart. Things going on in the outer world, in your immediate environment, questioning everything. So maybe you are going through an awakening. Maybe you're going through another awakening. I know I've gone through many awakenings myself. Some have been much bigger than other ones. And just letting you know that anything that doesn't feel in alignment with who you are and your heart's desires, it's time to let that go. Star Keeper, Cosmic Ancestor, seed the light by staying grounded. Okay, so this card is acknowledging that you are a star seed, meaning that your soul has existed in other places other than Earth. And it is my belief that any humans that are existing on Earth now have pretty much all had lives on other places and other planets. It's just that we come into this third dimension and then we lose that awareness. And so it's like we have to relearn that. We have to relearn, where we've come from. We have to relearn our connection to our higher self, relearn our connection to source, relearn our connection to all things, all that stuff. So this is saying stay grounded, so seeding in the light. So this is asking you to stay grounded and seed in the light. On my website, under blogs, I have a blog that I wrote a couple months ago called Bringing in the Light, and that is a great blog to read. It gives you a little exercise that you can do to help you stay grounded and to seed in that light. There are lots of ways that you can seed in the light. That was just the one way that was brought to me and channeled to me, or that I channeled, I think, from Archangel Haniel. But this is like seeing the light coming up from source or from above and then bringing it down into earth and staying grounded. I remember soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. Okay, this is you remembering who you are at soul level. So we start the, you hear my birds yelling in the background? Sorry. They can hear me talking, and so they want to come in and they want to be in here with me, but, and I thought about doing that, but they'll just be, you know, wanting me to pay attention to them, and it won't be good. So anyway, so lifting the veil. So you are lifting the veil, and as you're lifting the veil, they're asking you to stay grounded as you do this. So don't feel frazzled or all over the place. There's a lot of things coming to light for you. This could be in your immediate life, like surrounding your work, surrounding your family, your friends, feeling like, you know, maybe there are friendships or family ships that aren't making sense for you anymore, aren't really working for you anymore, and to remember to stay grounded through this process. And part of this process is you remembering who you are at soul level, remembering the connections that you have with other beings outside of this reality, maybe angels or unicorns or dolphins or dragons or something like that, and remembering your connection again to source, remembering your connection to all things. So even if there are people, places, things, experiences, whatever, that aren't resonating for you anymore, we're still all connected, and we still all play a role in how things play out on this planet. And so I just feel like you're going through a big transformation, a big spiritual transformation, a big awakening, and I think it's gonna be amazing. You know, before I had my big awakening, I really didn't think I believed in anything. I actually kind of thought I was atheist. So to go from that to where I am now, I mean, that's a big shift, right? So just allow yourself to also be open to what comes in, and you know, it doesn't mean you have to believe everything. It doesn't mean that you have to take everything as your new belief. Just, you know, whatever you feel is the right thing for you to focus on right now. All right. Now we've got Ant Spirit, time to collaborate. So it is time for you to work with others. It's time to collaborate. It's time to get to work. It's time to put the pieces together. You're putting the pieces of the puzzle together. If you are feeling alone in this process, in this awakening that you're going through, you are not alone, okay? You are not alone. There are a lot of people who are waking up at this time, who are having awakenings. Of course, this has been going on for a long time, but it's happening for more people at an exponential rate because of all the new energy that is coming down, because there are big major shifts happening on planet Earth at this time. And so this is letting you know that whatever process you are going through, you are not going through it alone. You are not going through it alone. It's time for you to find that new support system, that new tribe. You can find, I have a new Facebook group called Community of Spiritual Seekers. So that's a community of spiritual seekers where people can come together and discuss any questions that they have about their spirituality and things like that. But to find, and if that doesn't resonate for you, that's fine. But to find what resonates for you, to find a support system, and to know that you don't have to do this process alone. Okay, like as you're piecing these puzzle pieces together, you don't have to do it alone. It's time to work together. So the ant spirit, you know, the ants really teach us about, you know, doing the work, but doing the work together is what really gets the job done. You don't ever see an ant build an anthill all by himself. You know, there's a lot of ants who build that anthill with each other. They work together. And so it's time to work with other people and collaborate, gain perspectives from other people so that you can learn and grow and open up your awareness. All right. the avocado dragon, patience. Okay, so this dragon is asking you to be patient with yourself. Isn't he such a cute little dragon? I love these dragons. Asking you to be patient with yourself. So this process isn't a quick process. Since my awakening back in probably, I don't know, 2009, 2010, I mean, from there to here, there have been a lot of changes for me and a lot of new things that have come forward for me. A lot of things that I believed then that I don't believe now. A lot of things that I wasn't aware of then that I am aware of now. So just be patient with yourself. Like, an awakening isn't something that has to happen quickly. It isn't something that has to happen, like, it doesn't have to be painful. It doesn't have to be scary. It can be a lot of great, wonderful things. And it's certainly, like I said, it does not need to happen super quickly. So be patient with yourself. Allow your growth and expansion to happen as it is supposed to. All right. Ooh, white buffalo. Well, this is a good omen. The white buffalo is with you. This is all about abundance. Abundance coming to you, being protected, being divinely guided, taking your power back, becoming that strong buffalo. And again, like, the buffalo is also someone who is slow and steady. So slow and steady, and will get through things in a steady pace instead of well, of course, a buffalo can barrel through something. And so there will be moments when you need to barrel through something and other moments where you need to slow down as you're moving forward through this transition and transformation that you are going through at soul level right now. And so the white buffalo is a really great omen, a great card. Very special to have the white buffalo near you, that's for sure. And of course, like, you could do some more research about the white buffalo and what the white buffalo means spiritually and see what other kind of guidance you can get about the white buffalo. Life force energy. All right, life force energy. This is about tapping into vital force energy, life force energy, tapping into source energy. We are all source. We all come from source energy, and this life force energy is what we're made of. And so this is asking you, like I just feel like, and it's an expansive energy. You're going through an expansion. You are going through an energetic upgrade. You are learning how to hold more light into your body, how to shine more light out to the rest of the world around you. And this is just, again, letting you know that you are more than just this human being in this human body. You are a soul that is connected to this life force energy. And as you go through your awakening process, you will learn more and more about the divine connections and the wisdom that is held within that life force energy. All right, and your daily affirmation, or your affirmation for the week, is: when I introduce joy to a situation, I change the vibrational frequency of what's happening around me. All right. So this is a reminder to you, for you to focus on joy, through this transformation process, to allow it to be a beautiful thing, to allow it to be this beautiful transformation that turns you into this beautiful butterfly. And again, to focus on your joy. Focus on your joy. That's going to be important as you're going through this process, to focus on your joy. What brings you joy? And if you don't remember what that is, it's time to figure that out again. What is it that brings you joy? So start trying a bunch of new things. Try old things that used to bring you joy. Do those things bring you joy anymore? Write a new list of things that you think could bring you joy and try them. And does it work? Does it help? Does it help raise your vibe? All right, so those are the messages that I have for you, Group 1. I thank you so very much for being here. You have a wonderful week, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hello, Group 2. If this is the pile of cards you chose, then these are your messages. Alrighty, so let's see here. All right, the first card you got is Clean It Up. Clean it up. So this card is talking about cleaning up your mental and emotional state of being. And this also could be asking you to do some mundane chores, to get out of your head a little bit. And those are moments when maybe you get an epiphany. Maybe you need to just clean up your environment a little bit. But, you know, cleaning up your emotional and mental state of being. Imagine. This card is asking you to dream big, And milk and honey in the protection position. So when this card is in the reverse position, in the protection position, so let's turn that right side up for you. This card is asking you to do some self-care. Okay, so these three cards together. So part of your self-care, part of the action here is for you to clean up your mental and emotional state. So perhaps your mental and emotional state has been keeping you from feeling like you deserve to dream big. And so this is saying, yes, you do deserve to dream big. You should dream big. You should follow your heart and passions. And so, what is a dream that you've always wanted to accomplish, but you haven't worked towards because you felt like you couldn't, you felt like you didn't deserve it, you felt like it was too much work, you felt like it was whatever the reason was that stopped you. It's time to revisit that or to have a new dream, and that's totally fine too. But this is also to let you know that it's time to take care of yourself. It's time to do some self-care so that you don't run yourself ragged. So part of that cleaning it up is the self-care. So do some self-care, take care of yourself, take a rest or a nap when you need to, go get a massage, get a Reiki session done, do something like that to help recharge your batteries, and then come back to the dream big and really imagine the life that you truly want for yourself. Okay, so the next card is Coyote Spirit. Trust in the detours. So this card is letting you know that along your journey, so even if you dream big and there are some detours that come along the way, those detours aren't always necessarily that this isn't the dream for you. It's just a little detour to help you actually course correct. And so to go with the flow of those little detours, because they were divinely guided. We see all those feathers. They were divinely guided. They were brought to you by divine guidance. And they are there to teach you how to go with the flow of certain situations so that you can go with the flow when you are trying to manifest this big dream that you have. Cranberry Dragon, prosperity. Nice. So by going with the flow, by cleaning up your thoughts and emotions, by doing some self-care, by taking whatever detours, maybe the detour is really doing the self-care. Maybe you've been like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to get this all done right now. And they're saying, no, you need to slow down and do a little self-care. And that could be part of your detour, is having to slow down. And by doing that, you can create prosperity for yourself. Taking the rest you need can create prosperity. And what it can do is turn this card right side up, because this card is all about playfulness, prosperity, good things, tapping into your joy. And so you can do that and create this prosperity by tapping into or by taking time for self-care and slowing down. smudging ceremony. All right. So again, this is all about self-care. Self-care, taking care of yourself, this could be smudging your home. I mean, the very first card we had was clean it up. So maybe you need to smudge your environment. Maybe you need to smudge yourself. That's part of your self-care. And so smudging yourself to help cleanse and clear those lower vibrational emotions that you have going on. You might really benefit from a Reiki session, so to help clear your energy space and your energy within you and around you. So that would be something to consider getting. And I do Reiki sound healing sessions, and you can schedule with me at oraclebyolivia.com if you feel called to do so, or if you already have a healer that you work with, you can make sure you're being reminded to set up an appointment, or to set up that appointment, or to yeah, I think that's all I wanted to say, was to set up that appointment. Sorry. To set up that appointment, make that appointment, get in to see, or like if it's a massage or a facial or something like that, whatever that looks like for you for self-care, to make some time for that. Nature's wisdom. Okay. So this card is telling me that you need to spend some time outside. You need to get connected to nature. You need to get grounded. You need to stay grounded in that could be part of your self-care, is spending time outside and spending time in nature so that you can get grounded. And so that's something you should do, is spend some time outside. Spending time outside is a great way to help transform the energy, to help wash away energy that's on you that doesn't serve your highest good. And so that's going to be something that's important for you to do, is to transmute this energy for yourself. And then this is your weekly affirmation. I don't have to fear my fear. I can use it as my way to get closer to love. That is very interesting. Okay, so what is it that you're scared of about having this big dream? What's holding you back from this big dream? Okay, whatever is holding you back, use that as a way to be like, to transmute that and be like, okay, this isn't going to hold me back. I'm going to use this to fuel me, to push me forward, to help me create what this big dream is. So again, this is learning to transmute the energy so that it is working for you instead of against you. So it's like, I don't fear my fear, because I'm going to transmute it to fuel me, to bring me back to love, to bring me back to my passion, to bring me back to my heart's desires, so that I can really dream big and create what it is that I want to create for myself. Okay, so to wrap this up, or to summarize it, you're being asked to do a self-care. Like this whole week, you need self-care. You need to take care of yourself. You need to slow down and take care of yourself. Get back to nature. Make sure you spend some time out in nature. If that's sitting in your yard, sitting under a tree, going for a walk in the woods, sitting by a lake, something like that. Get back to nature. Spend some time in nature. Do some smudging yourself, smudging your home, get a healing and an energy clearing session done. That would be very beneficial for you at this time. And to know that this need for self-care was a divinely guided detour that you needed on your journey in order for you to continue to work towards this big dream that you have. Okay? And so after you take the self-care, that doesn't mean that, okay, I don't have to do it again. Of course you do. So after you do the self-care and now you're refreshed and rejuvenated and you're ready to move forward, well, know that doing self-care in between all of it is going to be important. So always remember to do the self-care, okay? All right, group 2. Well, those are the messages that I have for you this week, and I thank you so very much for being here. You have a wonderful day, and I will see you next time. Bye. Hello, everyone. If this is the pile of cards you chose, then these are your messages. So this is group 3. All right, so let's get started. The first card, Page of Water. Page of Water. So this is about new beginnings. This is about new beginnings. This can be because it's the water, emotional, new beginnings that have to do with your emotions, with your relationships, starting fresh in your relationships, cleansing and clearing. She's got a little fishy, like, I don't know if she's a mermaid. I think she's a mermaid, like a mermaid fairy. That's cool. Sorry, I'm distracted looking at the card. But yes, this is new beginnings, especially new emotional beginnings. Maybe you've been working on cleansing and clearing your emotional self, and so you're having this new emotional state of being, this freshness about your emotions, this newness, this relief, this contentment, this joy, this love, this happiness. This is pretty. 8 of Earth. 8 of Earth. So I see like music is important. We've got the tree, which is rooted, and like playful energy, things coming to fruition. The 8 is abundance. This could also mean learning something new, adding to the skills that you already have, building on what you've already learned thus far, continuing your education, continuing your growth. Even if this is at a spiritual level, I know I'm always up-leveling myself, learning new things. And so this card is letting you know that it's a good time to do that, to up level or to learn something new, especially since you've like these new emotions, like you've cleansed your emotions and you're in a better place emotionally. It's now a good time to learn something new and to practice something new. And then 4 of Earth. 4 of Earth. This is like sharing your abundance. Share your abundance. Don't hold on to, don't try to hold on to what you have so tightly. Let things go. Let things go that you need to let go of that aren't serving your highest good. And know that, you know, that it's important to build a solid foundation for yourself. And so you started that with creating emotional balance for yourself so that you can have this fresh new perspective from an emotional point of view, and so that you can build something solid on top of that and create abundance for yourself. Swan Spirit, time for a deep dive. All right. So this card is asking you to dive deep. So the emotions, of course, I think emotions, swans, you know, live primarily, I think, in the water. And so, you know, water, again, the emotions, we have the Page of Water. And so taking a deep dive, this is really about understanding your emotions, understanding what makes you tick on an emotional level, taking a deep dive. This is also could be about taking a deep dive into the subconscious, into your consciousness, into what it is, what are your beliefs. That's going to be part of building a solid foundation foundation is being very solid and firm in what it is that you believe. What are your beliefs? What is true for you as you're building this new relationship, this new healthy relationship with your emotional self and with your heart center. This is a pretty card. And then when I see all this pink, I think of the high heart chakra. And so the high heart chakra is a like a fourth or fifth dimensional chakra that really helps us connect with having love and compassion for ourselves and forgiveness for ourselves. So remember that that's important. And so with this, let's have the swan come in and bring in an activation of the high heart chakra. Okay, all right. Tea dragon, relax. All right, relax. Okay, so make sure that you take time for self-care. Relax. It's time to find to help you relax. It's time to unwind and relax a little bit. So that's part of, you know, mastering these emotions and creating this new fresh feeling with your emotional body is to make sure that you're remembering to take time to relax and don't rush through the process. So this could be for this reading that you're at the beginning stages of really connecting with your emotional self, or really mastering your emotions, or that you've already done that and you're building on top of that. Okay, but to remember to relax, take time for relaxation. Maybe you need to take a nice bubble bath with all this water energy, or go sit in a hot tub, or go, you know, they have those places where I live, they have what's called Float Madison, and they have these little pods, and you go sit in this water, and I think that is salted, and you float in the water as you listen to meditation music. I don't know if I imagine they have them other places too, but so find a way, I think, connecting with water energy that can help you relax. Maybe it's as simple as maybe you make yourself a nice cup of tea, or a glass, you know, a tea that you can take in a container, a travel mug or whatever, and it could even be cold tea, and go sit by the lake or the river or the stream or whatever, and just take some time to relax and really enjoy the nature around you. Spirit of fire. Okay, this is transformation. You are going through a transformation. This emotional part, you're going through this emotional transformation where you're really learning how to master your emotions. You're really learning how you are in control of how you feel. As things come to you, and as experiences and situations come to you, you are really mastering your emotions and having your power back by saying, like, okay, here's this thing, and I could totally get pissed off about it, or I could get really sad about it, or I could get really, you know, disappointed by it, but instead I'm going to choose a different way to react. Now, of course, there are certainly situations where, you know, if you decide to choose to be pissed or sad or disappointed, that's okay. So, but when you master your emotions, it's like you allow yourself to go into that state, but only for a little while, so that you can come out of it quickly and then use that energy to push you towards the things that are for your highest good. Okay? All right. Planetary shifts. Okay. Okay. So the Earth, there are definitely some planetary shifts going on, and so you are feeling these planetary shifts. So if your emotions might feel all over the place, that's partially because of the planetary shifts, because of the shifts occurring not only for yourself, for the planet, and for the collective of the population on Earth. And so learning to recognize when something truly belongs to you at an emotional level and what doesn't, so that you can let it go a lot easier. And it's good to feel good. It is good to feel good. So this reading is all about the emotional body and your emotional state and emotional well-being. Woo! And it is good to feel good. So sometimes when I feel in moments of stress or frustration, I will remember I took a class with a mentor that I had a long time ago, and she taught laughing yoga. And so in this class, we just laughed, and we did these different styles of laughing where they came from different places within our body. And so when I'm in that state of frustration or anger or whatever it is, sometimes I'll remember that. I'll be like, okay, I need to shake off this energy, and I'll force myself to and then sometimes you just start laughing and giggling naturally. And I don't even remember if those were the proper laughs that we did in the laughing yoga class. But so anyway, sometimes it can just shake up that energy for you. So it's good to feel good. It's good to feel good. So it's good to come from a place of having balanced emotions. And of course, this doesn't mean you have to have balanced emotions all the time and 24/7. That's unrealistic. But when we can like focus on that and be more balanced more often than we aren't balanced, that's the goal here, okay? To tip the scale, even if it's 51% you're balanced and 49% you're not, right? So like just to tip the scale a little bit, you know, of having this state of balanced emotions. And that's going to help you, you know, build this solid foundation for yourself. All right. And so this is part of what you're learning. You're learning about balancing these emotions. And if you've already been doing that, you can continue to learn. And then maybe part of your learning process is learning to go with the flow of the planetary shifts and learn how you can incorporate the planetary shifts in the way that's beneficial instead of a way that makes you feel jumbled. All right. All right, but remember, it is good to feel good. Remember, it's good to feel good, and laughing for sure is a great way to learn to feel good about not to feel good about a situation, but to kind of shake up that energy so that you can, like, for me, it almost brings me instantly into a place of feeling good and joyous to have that laughing and remember, you know, like to do some, you know, ridiculous, you know, like a Santa, and then maybe you just start laughing because it seems so ridiculous, but it feels good. Like I feel it all over my body in this like, ooh, and this like energy is, but it feels really good. It feels way better than feeling really grumpy, you know? So, all right, group 3, those are the messages I have for you. And I thank you so very much for being here. You have a wonderful week, and I will see you next time. Bye.